Hello, hello, Shagathanoon here. Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress here on the 15th of December 2022. Local time 17:08. And last time we started up an underground river and I basically completed it, but I messed something up and we couldn't fix it until things freeze back over or get close enough to freezing over. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna have some fun here. We're going to continue active game. And I have this other one I've been doing a little bit offline. It got really cool last night. I had a migrant wave show up and it had a necromancer dwarf in it, which is cool. And I've been seeing a lot of other interesting things in it, which has me wondering something. The trade caravans that are showing up, they keep carrying like scrolls and codices and stuff with them. They have all these interesting writings. We haven't seen a single one of those in this game. I've been doing all the writings that we have, and maybe some guests have brought some, but not in caravans, at least that I've noticed. And I can't help but wonder if there's two things that are on my mind. One of them is the history. I think that world was a 250-year history, which is more than the 100 that this world has. So it's more time for things to happen, more time for people to spread out, more time for those writings to happen and necromancers to be created and all kinds of stuff. Although we have seen some in this game, but they were hostile. So it could be that. It could also be just the tutorial location that it picked. It may have picked something that's a bit more neutral, and we might not be getting as much interesting interactions between the civilizations. And it could be a bit of both. So just thinking about that a little bit. But yeah, we're at late summer. Once we freeze over here in a bit, we're gonna dig out the ice. And I had a misunderstanding of how the floor grates work. And I feel dumb for it because it makes sense. That's right, we had some migrants and stuff come in. See, this is why I save here so I won't forget. But I had a misunderstanding about the floor grates, and the way I built them was really dumb because I put a floor in and then I put the grate on top of the floor. And that means that the water can't flow through. So once I fix that issue, things will either freeze over or enough of the moat will freeze over that I can puncture, I can like dig up one of those spots on the floor and let everything flow through fairly safely. We'll see how it goes though. We're gonna have to get rid of those existing floor grates. That's what I'm trying to say. I have a masterpiece, steelhead trout biscuits. So I had an idea last night, which this one's gonna suck, and maybe I should have taken some time to do it. We're gonna do it right now, though. This is gonna take a little bit. So we need bed, rock, throne, rock door, rock coffer. What else do I want? I'll pass on bins and barrels. Maybe that's good enough for now. Oh, cabinet. Cabinet will be good. So what am I doing here? Well, I want to move all these up, which is why I said this is going to suck. I'm gonna do this for all of them while we're here. And I want to make 2 orders for everything to take advantage of multiple workshops. I came up with this last night in my other fortress, where I've been just building multiple workshops of things if I feel like I need a lot. That way I could spread the orders around and kind of get things going in parallel a little bit. So my idea here is we have one order that's set up like I have them now, where we just make one at a time until we hit a limit. But if we get below some amount, we can queue up like a batch. And in that way, we'll just keep making the occasional one until we get to a point and that's good, but then we can make a big batch if we start running low, which will help me out when I'm trying to do beds or something, right? So speaking of beds, let's get over here, and I'm not 100% sure what number I want to go with here. I think right now I have 8 beds. I think I would rather say maybe 15. If we have less than 15 beds. That is quite a few, but we'll try it. And then on this one, we're going to say if we get below 5 beds, make 8. Something like that. No, if we get below 5, just make 5. That's a good enough burst, I think. Because if we're also still queuing this up, this first make bed, then, like, let's say we get to 4, then we queue up 8, that gets us to 12. So it's a little bit too close. So we're going to go with this, and we're going to say, available amount of beds is less than 5, and amount of logs is greater than 5. Then we're going to make 5 beds. So this is what I'm going to do for basically all of these things I just queued up here. That way, things that I'm making a lot of and using a lot of, like we've seen with the beds, like the bedrooms rather, where I need the cabinets and the coffers and stuff, that will make them a little bit easier to work with. So, rock coffer, we are going to change that to 15. We'll make 1. And then, otherwise, if we have less than 5... And I guess I could do the non-economic rock, but I'll just leave it. So we'll say, if there's less than 5 rock coffers, then do a burst of 5. I have no idea how well this is going to work in the long haul, in like the long term. In a larger fort like this, my other fort that I have going is nowhere near this large right now. But I got that necromancer, and I immediately was like, all right, time to get a library going, and I want to make him do some writing. Write about those secrets of life and death. Alright, so make a rock cabinet, and it's going to be empty rock, not empty, I'm going to say rock cabinets. There's a difference, I think. I think rock cabinets, this is saying ones that have not been placed, I hope. That's how I've been assuming. So make 5 in that case, otherwise make 1. I clicked the wrong thing there. And change this to 15. Well, that's wholesome, Tusk. What's going on, man? Cabinets, I think, are good. Yeah. That's 15. Coffers are 15. Good. And now we need thrones and doors. Do I need to put them in the specific order? Not necessarily, but I want to. I want to keep them grouped logically. Oh my goodness! We got bits coming in! What is this? Oh, hold on, hold on. Hold on. No, it didn't happen. I thought there would be something on the webcam. Oh well. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. I was thinking it might spam that emote on the webcam thing. Oh, make a rock door. All right, let's scoot this one up. It did not show anything. I mean, I'll turn it back on for a moment. I don't really want to leave it on, but I'll turn it back on. You can put another emote out and see if it pops up. Normally they get queued up though. Rock throne and door. Spam some emotes. Oh, we got bitten. Okay, apparently it doesn't work. Put a regular emote though. Just put a regular, like... Appreciate them bits though, man. That one's good. Does the corgi... Can you do that corgi one without a cheer? Or is it only for cheers? That might be the difference. Rock Throne 5 and less than 5. Only cheers, damn. Oh well, I appreciate the cheers though. I was just like, damn, I wonder why the emote. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess it's the special emotes. How long has that been a thing? How long have the corgis been a thing? I don't recognize them. They're wholesome though. I like them. Always. I always remember. I think you could use any. Yeah, you could use any emote to cheer. I thought. I don't remember anymore. It's been a while since I've done it. All right, we're gonna update Rock Doors here. What are you up to today, man? You just got around to that new Berserk episode then? Based on what you were saying earlier. We're gonna say 15 on this. 15. Do you did you notice, I forgot to look, did they have a date at the end on when the next one would be out? I can't remember. Order management. Just get that save in here because I don't want to redo that. I hope I didn't screw anything up there. Should be good enough to get something going. We'll see. I might make a quantum stockpile at some point. If I can remember how. What I'm thinking is, I'll make things a little bit easier to manage. But you could call it an exploit. Only to be continued. Because they've been putting dates on the last few. So I was hoping we had another date to work with. Make 2 traction benches. How do I do this? Other iron. How do I do it? Trap components. Iron. No. Furniture. Chain. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, no, the struggle continues or anything. Okay. Yo, what do we have? We have salmon in our moat. Yeah, so this little room here is filled with water. And it won't drain because there's floor under it. So we have to cut that floor out. I'll have to do that once the once it freezes back over. Well, so I think the idea is they were gonna finish up the Fantasia arc, and then they're gonna have, like, they were gonna do that in a pretty big burst, I think, and then it might take a little bit longer to get some of the next stuff going. Because there were only like 6 episodes or so of the Fantasia arc remaining. We got this goblin dancer hanging out. And then this, like, empty corpse, whatever that means. I don't know how big Christmas is in Japan. Like, I know it's obviously a thing. It's a thing, like, everywhere. But I don't know how big Christmas is, or even the other holidays. Grunbeld? Yeah, you're talking about Grunbeld, aren't you? An engineer guild's been established, so sooner or later they're going to ask for a guild hall. Do I want to make anything down here? So we have crafts dwarf, stoneworker, carpenter, jeweler, and a still. Oh, I gotta check something. When I made charcoal, where's coke? I saw coke. There it is. Oh, did I get rid of the charcoal one? Oh, I did. I was trying to figure out last night on my other fort how to set up charcoal. I ended up saying, like, when there's less than one bituminous coal item, then make charcoal. I couldn't find a way to make the check against coke. But oh well, I think we're good. So we're making coke. What do I want to put down here? We did crafts. We did carpenter and crafts. Stoneworker, jeweler. Then I might do. We're talking about the good kind of coke, of course. Gotta powder our nose a little bit. Leather, loom, clothes, and dyer. This menu feels different. Did another patch drop? Like, it used to do some of the behavior that we're seeing right now, but it feels like more menus have changed. Let me check my Steam downloads. They have been putting patches. Completed December 13th. No. I don't think a new patch has dropped yet. Capture and train small animals. Coke vanilla, zero sugar. Actually, will they make that? Hold up. Oh no, the problem is caffeine though. I know there's caffeine-free Coke, but I don't think there's caffeine-free vanilla Coke. I could do kitchens here. I could put 4 kitchens here. That way we can have multiple people cooking, and that'll go quicker. Can also render fat into tallow. Metalsmith. Make mechanisms. Yeah, we did have an issue. Oh, you know what? You know what? Is that the engineers? Because they made a guild. If I'm gonna build them a guild, I could do it where I put a bunch of workshops for them. We can make soap, which we still haven't done. A bunch of dirty old dwarves in here. Yeah, there is a zero sugar, but I care about zero sugar, but I also care, I kind of care more about the caffeine. I mean, right now in ketosis, sugar is bad, but in general, caffeine, I'm gonna stay away from that. Ah, I'm so torn. I'm gonna hold off. I think we're good. I want to check something on our pets. Where's that cat? We had a cat the other day. The guy went berserk and we left him locked up until he died. But he had a cat. Or a cat had him. I forgot to check how the cat was feeling. I don't know where it's at. I got you, Tusk. Oh, wow. I don't know if you heard that, but it lit up the mic. I swallowed so hard it lit up the mic. Swallow game on point. Posture check was always kind of goofy. This is it. This is the one that has a name because it was owned by that guy, but it no longer has an owner. Oh, he's a parent. I don't know why we don't see his relations. Look at this. Water covering all over upper body, lower body, neck, head, right front leg, right front paw, left front paw, right rear leg, left rear leg, right rear paw, left rear paw, tail, right eye, right ear, nose, throat, and then all the toes. First right front toe, second right front toe, third right front toe, mouth, tongue, teeth, right eye tooth, left eye tooth. I don't know what eye tooth means. No, stretch was goofy though. I didn't really finish what I was saying. But stretch was goofy because I can't really have bad posture in this chair. It doesn't really allow it. Oh no, yeah, you said posture the first time, then you said stretch. Yeah, those are different, my bad. I just rolled with it. Actually, we need to go to the bedrooms. I forgot. Let's let them dig out the bedrooms. It's been almost half an hour and I haven't let them finish the bedrooms because I've been paused and looking at stuff. Get everything. They're almost done. I did sabotage. Now, I always kind of made that point back in the day, though. I used to always say, like, there's not much check I can have on my posture. Captain Copperbeard, on the other hand, that dude would be, like, slouching and stuff. Got that salt. Thank you for that bit. You know what's gonna end up happening? This rate, you're gonna take over the spot. I'm covering it. Let's see. Yeah, you are, there is damage. They're gonna be a minute smoothing all this out. You know what I will do is I'm gonna focus on putting the beds down first. Just put one BFB. Who's closest? I'm gonna focus on putting beds down. Oh crap, no, I can't do that. Disassemble it. I can't do that because we need to get them to engrave. So I could be a little bit cheeky about it and say, yo, engrave that. Basically force them to engrave where the beds are gonna go. Then I can put beds down and people can use the beds even if the bedrooms are not assigned. That's actually a good strategy at the beginning of a fort, is put beds out quickly, just in a hallway, wherever. Let them use the beds early on. Oh, you did? I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any tusk. Is it good though? What do you got? It's a similar concept. I don't know why, but I assumed you had one or both of those already. What's going on here? Oh, it's already detailed. Alright. What? A grand guild hall for a farmer guild. For the Oaken Hall. You jackholes. Why would you do that? Oh, they gotta go up to 10,000. I don't know if we're gonna do that in here anytime soon. We might need to, build them a new one. Or I can make this thing substantially larger. I'll maybe play it one day. Here's my thing. I do own the game. Here's my thing. You know how I am with the Souls-like games and stuff. I used to be a really big fan, and I kind of got tired of the formula like many years ago. And the thing is, I know it's not fair to the game, but I want people to stop talking about it for 5 minutes before I play it. Like, I'm just being honest. I hardly go a day without hearing people talk about it, or you go to people's streams or whatever, and like people still talk about it like every day, and I'm like, dude, there's no way it can be that good. Now I don't want to know. I don't want to spoil anything. I haven't looked at any reviews or anything. I want to make my own judgment. You know how I am. I don't even watch trailers. I don't know what the game looks like or anything, right? I literally blocked the game from like, I literally blocked the name of it and stuff on Twitter, so I don't even see tweets about it. I do care, but every time people start talking about it, you know, I'm like, I gotta mute that video, I gotta turn that video off. And it's like, if you go to like DSP's stuff, and, you know, haha, DSP. Already that's amusing. But no, if you go to like his stuff, they talk about like every single day. People send in chats and stuff like, are you going to do another playthrough of it? And it's like, yo, y'all gotta stop dick riding that thing so hard. Like, there's no way it's gonna be that good to me. I just don't see it happening. I gotta let things chill down before I play it. That's kind of my problem. Like, just people are way too excited about it, and they won't stop doing that, and it just I'm not interested. You know, I need to, you know, let it have some time to breathe. Wait, what guy sounded like you? Oh, the guy that's... Okay, I understand. I understand now. We're gonna dig this out and try to make a larger, just a larger room for him, maybe. Oh, they're probably still smoothing, or engraving down here, rather. Yep. I don't know if there's a good solution to that. Like, I understand you can go into individual dwarves and set their labors. You can say only designated people do engraving. But when you do something like this, do you really want just 2 people engraving for like 6 hours? Because then you can't build the bedrooms or anything. Alright, we are in late summer. Oh, hold up, I gotta reveal that. Ah, no music Corvid today. Yo, I like that one. I really like that emote. That dude's just bopping, he loves it. So many cats up here. Anyone, oh, they did. They dug it out already. Cool. So now we're actually going to need to dig this out as well. I didn't think about it. And we're going to build limestone block walls. So we're going to go to constructions and walls and select material after placement. Give me them limestone blocks, BB. Ah, there we got our save. It is now autumn. I didn't really do much for the caravan. We'll try to make it work. Maybe we'll give them these old booty statues or something. They're okay. They didn't really give a lot of value like I was hoping. But I'm probably going to end up putting some floors in here. I wouldn't know because I haven't really seen much on that game either. I do own it and I might play it one day, so I wouldn't know that. But that game, I wasn't really that interested in it by the time it came out. that was around the time I had already decided I was kind of tired of Souls stuff. I will say, I don't remember if I played Bloodborne before or after Dark Souls 3 came out. I really don't remember. But that game did revitalize my enjoyment of Souls for a bit. Because I really, really did like Bloodborne a lot. No, I'm saying I don't know when I played Bloodborne. I know when it came out, but I don't know when I played it. I didn't have a PlayStation. Was it a 4? Was it 3, 4? I don't even know anymore. I didn't have the console when it was a 4. Yeah, PlayStation 4. I didn't have a PlayStation 4 when Bloodborne came out. I eventually bought the PlayStation just for Bloodborne. I was I kind of was tired of Souls at that point, and I knew about Bloodborne and everyone kind of freaked out about it, and I looked at, like, initially I wasn't that interested in the aesthetic and the setting and everything, and then later on I stumbled across the video about the Shoggoth, the brain of Mensis or whatever. I stumbled across that video, a video, and I was like, whoa. You know, and you know, I kind of did that because I wasn't planning on playing the game at that point. And then I was like, wait a minute, this game is Lovecraftian. Okay, hold on. Let's stop watching this stuff and let's go ahead and buy a console and buy the game and try it out. And I ended up being pretty happy with it. Well, I don't want to know about that though. Like if the game is long or something, I don't want to know about that. That's spoilers, man. You gotta understand, the title screen is a spoiler to me. The existence of the title screen is a spoiler. The existence of... I don't even want to know if the game has a sword in it, because I don't know. It might have swords, it might not. I legitimately don't know, and I don't want to know until I play it. That's how crazy I am about it. Here we are, floors. Doing a lot of work here. They better be happy with this improvement. Limestone blocks. And now we're gonna increase this zone. That... I don't think we actually included the value of the walls before, did we? Maybe we did. We'll get them all to build these floors, and then we're gonna engrave everything, and we're gonna put some tables and statues and stuff in here. I mean, even now the value should be 2,700, 2,800. Yeah, it's going up, and we're not really doing much. Just putting the floors in is helping. I forgot to build a temple on my other fort, and they got all sad. Yeah, those woods are... They're pretty fun the first time. Resume construction. What y'all doing? Oh, there's probably dwarves standing in the way, or they moved items in the way. Alright. Everything is good in here. What is our value now? 30... Nope, 4,100. Keep that in mind. 4,100. I want to see where we go after doing this. We're gonna put these goofy-ass statues back up, though. You know that. You know that. Statues of mosquitoes and all kinds of goofy stuff. Alright, we have 4,100. Let's see where it goes. Already up to 5,000. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get there. They're gonna have a nice guild hall. They better be happy. I hope this is the right thing. The Oaken Hall. They did say Oaken Hall. Yeah, agreed to build Grand Guild Hall. It's up to 8,000. Apparently they're doing a new armored core or something. I used to love that back in the 90s. What is happening here? They're engraved, but they don't look like it. 9,000. Engraved on the wall is a... It's not a wall, it's a floor. There's something goofy going on with this room. The designations are not showing properly. An image of Kib Loudedbrass, the dwarf, and do you know the stationary sun? The pigtail scroll. Kib Loudedbrass is raising Do You Know the Stationary Sun? The artwork relates to the creation of Do You Know the Stationary Sun in Iron Clears by the dwarf Kib Loudedbrass in the late autumn of 103. And normally when we engrave the floors, they... Yeah, they look different. Is it because we made them out of blocks? Well, I don't know, but whatever, I guess. Furniture, statue. We're gonna go... Bob. How many do we have? Quite a few. Have a really good one here. I'm gonna do another one. Alright, that should be fun. And now we're gonna do some tables and thrones. Just put whatever. Furniture. Yeah, I got a friend that's pretty hype about Armored Core 6. I haven't played an Armored Core in a very long time, since like the early 2000s, but I was a big fan of them back in the day. A caravan! We did know they were on the way. Where's that baby llama? There's some llamas. That's adorable. Felt love after gaining a sibling. Alright, this is our good caravan. So what do I want to bring? Mug. Whoa, ho! What all's going on in these? That ought to be enough to cover basically anything, but probably not. Hold on. We're also going to do any other gem bins that look good. That was really it. Okay. I forget, they wanted like shields or something, but I decided not to do it. Oh, they brought a full... Ooh, I didn't realize that. They brought a full wagon. So these ones are worth more. Alrighty. Let's request our broker. People are bringing stuff. Alright, what do you got for me? I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. You continue to impress. I have come empowered to elevate this land in the eyes of our realm. Okay. The world is the same as ever. Cool. What do I want for next year? I keep requesting like some seeds and plants and stuff to make sure I don't just die. Can request drinks. I thought that bot was a message from you, Tusk. Seeds. I don't really want to request leather and stuff because I'll probably bring it anyway. Sand, though. Alright, I'm gonna say we're good. What do they want from me? Ammunition. We got our broker. Let's get those others to... They're bringing one more item up here. What in the hell was that orb-looking thing? Some migrants. What are these wise words? Are you new? No. I don't think so. We have a crafts dwarf. A duck, no, a gosling, baby llama, an herbalist, planter, another dog. We might have to start making some dog meat. A thresher, herbalist, animal trainer. That's a big old gander. Buffalo bull, not to be confused with Bill. A pump operator, a armorer, another cat, a goat kid, a beekeeper, A wax worker. There we have it. The hell are you talking about? The hell are you talking about, man? There it is. Oh, it's zircon. What are you talking about, Tusk? Ich weiß nicht. A grizzly bear leather water skin. You killed a bear and made a water skin out of it. That's pretty metal. Well, unless they were in an evil biome, or... In order for them to turn into a zombie, they have to be in an evil biome, or a necromancer has to raise them. Beer, beer, wine, wine, rum, rum, ale, ale. We'll take another beer. Honeybee venom. Why? Goat's milk. That's a decent battle axe. I'll mark it and remember to come back and maybe take it out. Battle axes are also used to cut down trees. Okay, so we have sand, pigtail, dimple cup, gypsum plaster. Probably take most of the sand and probably take most of this stuff. We could definitely still afford it as of now. Rock nuts, hell yeah. Still not as good as that flesh ball meat. Alright, that's a lot of sand and seeds and plants and stuff. Okay, that's the end of it. Yeah, it's gonna cost us a lot. Ooh. That's very expensive silk. Get a few of those, we'll get a few of these pigtail cloth. We'll get the bobcat leather and the wolf leather. Slave Night Jail. I don't know what I would consider like a particularly fun fight. I know fights I like. I don't know if I would just call them as fun. Because you know I'm a big fan of Fume Knight. I just think he's cool. Right? I don't know if I think the fight is particularly fun or not fun. I don't know if that makes sense. I think you know a fight that I think is not fun, though. Is not good at all. I think you know a fight that I hate. If you want to talk about those games. Goat hoof ring. I don't think I need any anvils. We'll take the meat. Some intestines, some lungs, some spleen. Some worm meat. Pass on the fish. With the plump helmets. This is going to be very expensive, though. We're at 10 grand. And they're going to want to make some profit on this. Giant earthworm leather quiver. We made a quiver out of earthworm leather. Spiked balls. Cool. Alright, we'll grab those. But wow, we gotta make up for a lot here, don't we? Looking for valuable things. Looking for big value real quick here. We need to go gem hunting. Okay, they're making some profit now. They're gonna need more. Now they're making a lot of profit. I'm gonna let them get a little bit more. Alright, if 3,000 profit is not good enough and they try to make some counter offer, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay, you're very happy. I was willing to part with some extra gems than have them try to claim an artifact of mine or something. So I think that was good. That paid off. Move items to and fro. So I did mug. We had a couple bins show up. And then I did gem. We had a couple bins. Okay, no, that's it. Alrighty. Cool. Successful trading is successful. We are up to 185 population right now. And we are now officially a county. So we have been expanded in terms of how official we are. We are a county. So if we take a look at the world map, center on fort. I can't wait till they let us zoom in here. Civilization, site government, the anguish tours, civilization, the sculpted paint. Yeah, they need to let us zoom in on the map. It's so hard to see. Mug root beer is a thing. That was my favorite when I was a kid. I think I thought it was beer. Not like thought it was beer, but I think I thought it was like beer. Because they had like a cool mug and stuff, so I thought I was cool when I was like 5 years old, you know? That strip in the middle is going to bother me. What is this statue? Of lorikeet men. Well-crafted limestone statue of lorikeet men. Yeah, it's like obviously like a bird. I'm kind of annoyed by these bedrooms now because I've started building less square shapes. It's very aesthetic. Not like the only person I've ever seen do it. Krug Smash did the bee fort, the one where they made all the mead. He did that fort in a very interesting shape. I think he made the fort shaped like a hive. So I've seen it before, but watching some of the blind videos recently, blind Twitch handle blind IRL, watching some of those recently, seeing him build in more interesting shapes was cool. It made me want to try to strive to do that a bit. I'll catch up on what you said in a moment, Tusk. I want to get this dug here. Because we got new people. We need bedrooms. I don't want them mad because I got to sleep on the floor. That's our caravan. We already know about them. You drank root beer, and when you drink it, you thought it was shitty because it tastes like car spray. I learned interesting things about root beer. Apparently there's vanilla in it. I really like vanilla is one of my favorite things, period. I really, really like vanilla. I never knew it was supposed to taste like that, or that it had it in there. I like artificial strawberry. I don't really like real strawberry. We got lots of miners. Good. Meditate on chaos. The balls is this man doing? Carnelian cluster. So what I should be doing is digging these out. And we'll bring it, we'll build a wall there. Tourmaline. I'll dig that sapphire out as well. As long as there's something supporting stuff, it won't collapse, so... give me a moment. Do not use closest material. Wall, select material. We're gonna use bauxite blocks. Yeah, Tusk, I guess I should dig that out. And that. So the way it works is, as long as something is supported, it won't fall. It's kind of like... think about Minecraft. It's hard to explain because Minecraft doesn't have physics, but think this game, it's still cubes, you know, it's still cubes just like in Minecraft. So imagine kind of if Minecraft had physics, and as long as like one thing was touching it, it wouldn't fall. It's kind of like that. I mean, I could go make a collapse once things freeze over. I could very easily make a collapse happen, actually. Alright, we're going to build a wall right here with limestone blocks. Go for it. Here with limestone blocks. Here with... do we have limonite? I don't know if they'll make that. I don't see any, so we'll use bauxite. Basically, we dug out all the gems from those rooms there. There's still more. I think those might be gems. Please build a wall. No? Yeah, I was gonna say sand, but I almost mentioned sand, but sand doesn't work like that. Sand falls if there's nothing under it. In here, it matters if something is connected to it. So you can have something suspended over the air if something's connecting it from the side. But of course, I mean, this game does have Z levels, right? So everything here, if I bring up the mining menu, you can see the grid. You can see all the tiles. So then I can go up a level. Actually, you can see them really well here. Right, so we could see all the tiles here, and I put my mouse on this one here in the corner of this room. I go down. This is the same tile below, right? So it is still a grid similar. That's why I was trying to compare it to Minecraft a little bit, because it's the easiest way I could think of explaining how it works. So just imagine the blocks in Minecraft if they had those kind of physics. I like that. That's cool because you could see where all the bauxite was at. That's a cool visualization. Yeah, I've been watching that, and they've been getting progressively more angry. That's why I've been working on the bedrooms a bit, because it'll help. Our scholar that's hunting, why are you mad? You want to acquire an object, you want to be extravagant, you want to craft an object, you want to be with family and friends. Well, why are you out here hunting? Like, I understand that you are set to be a hunter, but... come on, bro. This yak cow is seriously injured. I don't even know if that was a dude. That might not have been a dude. I didn't pay attention. But that's part of why I wanted to get bedrooms up, because it should help keep people from getting too angry. If they have places to sleep, that makes them a little happier. Places to call their own. How are we looking on that? We're not frozen yet. Once we're frozen, we'll take care of the great thing so we can start making our river happen. We have too many animals. We're gonna have to start slaughtering them. They can serve as a nice meal for somebody, yeah? Cool. I might rebuild those floors. No, they don't, yeah, they don't show the engravings the same. Whatever. Alright, let's check the bedrooms. Cool. You guys are ready to do some engraving. Yeah, people stay mad in my fort. So we do have a population cap of 200 set, so not many more can show up. Medtob Snarling Crafts. I don't know, the name is cool, you can stay. Now we can only take 14 more. Yeah, so we do have the population cap of 200. So we should not get any more migrants or anything once we hit that point. So it will calm down a bit. Ooh, he created a masterpiece, prepared giant rat spleen biscuits 10. He made 10 of them. Rat spleen biscuits. Mmm, so delicious. Nothing wakes me up in the morning like some rat spleen biscuits. Alright, let them finish engraving that stuff. While they are doing that, I'm gonna lay down some doors and stuff over here we never finished. And one thing I forgot to do is we'll allocate these bedrooms when we're done here. I saw a cat go through a door and open it, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so wholesome and adorable. I love it. Cats are pretty okay. I've always been more of a dog person, but I do like cats. I grew to like cats more over time. I still have some problems with cats, though. I think it's hard to train. It's possible, but it can be hard to train them to not like jump all over things, and that really bothers me. Because you know, some people their cats just be jumping everywhere, getting all over everything. I'm not really cool with that. I ain't really down with that, if I'm being honest. I wonder if you could like breed human populations here, or elves or whatever, so like when people petition to stay here, they can, after a year, they can live in your fort, like they can become a permanent citizen or whatever after they stay here for a year. If you did that with a few humans, would they start banging? Potentially, would they start banging, and would they have children? I've never really seen that happen. I don't know if it can. Kind of a cool thought. Oops. I fat fingered it. You didn't see it, but it... Oh. Look at that big ass wagon leaving. Bye. Y'all just gonna cross straight through the brook. That's not a road, but if that's what y'all want to do. I'm gonna feel so bad. The first animal I marked to slaughter, I'm gonna feel terrible. No matter what it is. Oh, I forgot about that! Oh my god, I feel terrible now. Oh, we have a piglet. That's adorable. Oh, it's the second time this kind of thing has happened. We bought that sow and it's caged. Sow, is it sow or sow? We bought it and it's caged. That's not the one. Didn't I buy it? Yeah, no, that was it. They freed her automatically. She felt free after being released from confinement. Yeah, that's the one we bought. Okay. Felt guilty after being confined. Pigs are pretty smart too. Oh, is that ice? Yeah, boy. The Tower Company of Boulders has many members in Ironclears and now requires a guild hall. It's an engraver guild. Sure, I'll do it. I guess after making this many engravings, it was gonna happen, right? What was this for? A meeting hall for the ranger. Yeah, literally nothing in there. Why are you satisfied? Is that appropriate? Is it appropriate to be satisfied on Twitch? Or is that a TOS violation there? It goes up to, and then it goes up to, over one, over one, over one. I feel like I was saying Overwatch every time. That was a weird thing to me when I started my last job. There's a thing called Overwatch. So Overwatch means a few different things. There's Overwatch in XCOM. If you play XCOM, it's got a thing called Overwatch where you mark them. It's basically like, hey, if anything happens in this area, do automatic fire on it. So that's one thing. There's other stuff. In my last job, there was a thing that was called Overwatch, like a project or whatever going on, and every time I heard it, that's all I could think about was obviously the game. Overwatch the game. Over waifu. I need to put some traps on here. At some point, I'm going to turn raids and stuff back on, and we're going to get smooshed. I'm not really prepared for it. What I'm thinking about is, we got our moat, we got our front door and everything. What I was thinking about is, we'll make a false entrance, so we'll lock that up, and we'll make a false entrance to the fort. That we can use to lure things through, and this is a pretty common tactic. It'll be a big-ass underground hallway full of traps and stuff, and they'll have to walk through all those traps to get to us. Oh, a cat got stung by a honeybee. I bet it looks funny. He's got a big ol' swollen cat nose. Bimondomas. The Plain Guilds. Engraved on the floor is a superiorly designed image of Zon Smithjade, the dwarf, and dwarves by Moses Nilbassen. Zon Smithjade is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Zon Smithjade to the position of Dungeon Master of the Anguished Tours in the early summer of 103. Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, this is reminding me. I was gonna say we'll have to see how things go on this fort to determine what we'll do with the traps and stuff, but you might be interested in that. Just based on what you're talking about there, Tusk, it might be cool to see how some of that stuff works in this game. You might enjoy that. But the other thing I was about to mention was I was thinking about this last night, and I started the stream off talking about how that other game I was playing had some really cool stuff going on, and I was wondering if there was... I was saying it was two possibilities, or both, like a bit of both, a bit of column A, a bit of column B. So the first possibility is that, we'll go with the simple one first. The tutorial that I used to start this fort put us in a really simple location with not much crazy stuff going on, and that's one possibility. So what I mean by that is basically, in my other fort, I'm getting a lot of cool things showing up, like different writings and stuff. We had a dwarven necromancer show up as a migrant, which is pretty cool. So things like that are happening on that other fort, right? And it hasn't happened here. The other thing is the history of that world is 250 years. This is only 100. So that gave more time for people to write things, more time for them to build more civilizations, have more wars, etc. So that could be the other part of it too. But what I was thinking about is it won't necessarily be so bad whenever I do decide to start a new fort, even if it's in a new world, because we may get some very different situations happening. And it could really be cool. Like, one of the things that's not happening here that's happening on my other fort is Keas, or Keas, Kea. It's a bird. It's a real bird. You can look it up. It's like a parrot. But people that play Dwarf Fortress know about them. They steal things. Keas will fly in and they'll steal like all kinds of, they'll steal your tools and your gems and all kinds of stuff. So that's like a different aspect of that fort that's going on that I'm not having to deal with on this one. So it's things like that that I think are interesting. This is, yeah. It's things like that that I think are interesting. And it'll be cool to see how that goes in another fort in the future, right? And Tusk is saying these chambers are for if something goes wrong. No, these have nothing to do with the traps or anything I was talking about. These are meeting halls for... They're not special. There's literally like nothing in them. But these are meeting halls which I'm turning into guilds for a couple of the people that requested them. So we just had the engravers requesting a guild hall. So I dug them out and I had them engrave the Engravers Guild Hall. So we set a meeting area and we go to Guild Hall, and here it is. The Tower Company, whatever the full thing is called. The Gorge of Fingers, that's the name. Oh, what's up, Jaeger? I heard, did I hear that you had a mishap earlier? When I woke up this morning, I think Tusk had mentioned that your stream was still running or something. So this should, yeah, 4158. That's going to make them happy. We'll let them do that engraving. Your camera was off, so your OnlyFans site's still exclusive content. Okay. All right. And there we have it. Another guild hall complete. Now we've frozen over, and let's actually... Okay, yeah, we're going to make the save. Actually setting up the river now, for real. We'll have a little bit of water pour down through here or something. It's going to get a little messy for a moment. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Actually, we're gonna do it the way I did yesterday, because there are still some issues. So we're gonna do it the way I did yesterday. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go mining mode, and we're going to say, channel that out, channel that out, channel that out, channel those and those and those. What that's gonna do is it's gonna cause this water to, it's gonna flow, it's gonna spread out a little bit, because we're basically chopping up the ice and letting the remaining water flow a little bit. It's a bit of a slow way to lower this water level, but what I was thinking is, down here, these are all 7-7, and just cracking this open, that 7-7 is going to be a lot, but then all this water up here is going to start pouring down as well, so we do need to drain this a little bit. Drain the lizard a little bit here. We have an alert for something. Oh no! No! Rip. Oh no. One of our miners was found dead, frozen. Well, that's unfortunate for him. I think he was pretty good too. Maybe. Don't you dare. Okay, that's a little more dangerous than I thought. A lot more dangerous than I thought, actually. So one of the critical things is when I go down into this area and start digging through all this stuff, dude, don't you dare get yourself frozen. I was frozen today. When I start trying to hollow this thing out, drain the water, water has to be 3 or less deep for them to be able to work. Who's petitioning? Days fight present? Nah. Do we have any coffins ready? I don't think so. Let's order up a coffin very quickly. Oh God, hold on, I have to respond to this. My buddy yesterday said at their job, so we're going to do some Rust next year. And he just said now, so we're not going to do Rust next year. We're going to feed our non-Rust code into Copilot/Codex and have it turn it into Rust. He just sent a facepalm. I'm like, dude, that's not how you do code and stuff. Like, I understand the AI and stuff. It's incredible. I love messing with code and stuff with AI. I've been doing it for better part of a year now. Not with Copilot. I haven't actually used Copilot, but that's not how you write code in a company. You don't go to you don't go have a code completion tool or whatever generate many thousands of lines of code. That's not how, oh my God. All right, someone make that coffin. We got a new body, unfortunately. Also, traction benches. Looks like they're doing it. We had that request come in ages ago. So, anyone want to be a miner? This guy wants to be a miner. We have a vacancy. It's just perfect. Oh, dude, I can't believe that. It's not a tiny company. It's one I used to work at. For the purpose of study, I almost denied. I'll let them stay. It's not a tiny company. They can do better than that. Well, I had to say one more thing. All right. Unvirgin the extra virgin olive oil. I don't know about that. Sounds kind of suspicious. Addis Canyon Gale. I don't know who you are. You're not. You? I'm gonna say no right now. Alright, the coffin is still going, but we'll put that coffin down in just a moment. Crap, I forgot. Oh, okay, we'll do it. I need to put the damn bed. B, furniture, burial, boom. Oh, we did have a couple extra. Because I put 2. So we'll go tomb, go paint, go right there, accept. And we'll do another one, we'll do tomb, go right there, we'll accept. They should take care of it. Now, the thing I keep forgetting is bedrooms. $18 new bedrooms, good. But we need to make more. I don't think I actually had 2 coffins. So it just happened there. I clicked once to put the bed and it didn't work the first time. There's a few things like that that I've noticed in this Steam release that I think it'll get better over time, but little oddities like that. Yeah, dude, just talking about the AI coding thing, though. I know you're not a coder, Tusk, but you should see how crazy it is, man. I have it do some wild stuff with just like... I make it write just obscure things, and I try to make it very confusing, very strange, just to get it to you know, trip it up or whatever. You haven't really seen... You've seen me, you know, interact with it, but not really doing code. Someone's on the way. Don't walk into the water and freeze yourself. I don't... I'm gonna be careful kind of in how I say this. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the game, but it's... There's a lot of fairly standard stuff there, and a lot of stuff that's maybe a little less than standard, but... I mean, it's just... Game development is game development, you know what I mean? Whether it's indie or not, there's still a lot of fairly standard stuff there. That guy was standing on a block there. I was afraid he was about to die. I don't want to discredit the work that he did, and clearly that game has actually been taking off and getting pretty popular. Cancel this. It's making me nervous after that mishap earlier. Because Because we straight up had someone just freeze to death. See, that's the thing. I will accept deaths. So the reason I disabled enemies and stuff was not because I won't accept deaths. It was just like, man, I don't feel like dealing with the invasions. I will turn them on at some point, though. Alright, I'm gonna say we're good. We'll do one more pass. Because we got some ones in there now, so that's nice. This can actually evaporate if we're lucky. Ah, do I want to do an extra pass? I kind of do. They're making me nervous. The more ones, the better. Okay. We're in late autumn here. Moving into winter. What, did this guy die from frostbite, or the cat get him maybe? Random dead frog. Alright. This thing is full of water. You know what actually we could have done? We could have put a pump here. I'm stupid. We could have pumped it up here onto the surface. It's a little late for that now. But we could have put a pump that would have emptied this stuff out pretty effectively. Oh well. Too late now. You saw a video about crazy simulation stuff. Like what? One box that is 4x4 but has 5 room. Did I send you that? There's a cool video about this guy is like, I have a problem where I keep making game engines, and he's like, so today well, not literally today, but he's like, so today I have a non-Euclidean engine that I made, and you know, he talked about what you're saying there, a box that's 4x4 but has 5 rooms. He shows an example where he keeps walking in the same direction through a square like that with 4 rooms, but it has more than 4 rooms. Like, it keeps changing where you're at as you go through. And he's like, that could have good implications for VR if done well, because one of the issues in VR, of course, is when you're yeah, we'll do that. One of the issues in VR is when you're trying to walk around in like real environments, you know, it can be a problem because there's only so much space. Who's gonna get here first? I hope I didn't screw up. You walk up the stairs, but you reach the top, you're down. Yep. Okay. It worked. We're gonna have a miners guild anytime soon. We need like 10 people that are good enough at it. Autumn Drink Glazed. That's the same name as the necromancer I had last night on my other fort. What's your deal? You didn't feel anything after seeing a doe rabbit's dead body. You're only 30 years old. You're practically a baby. Oh, we have people here that are related to this guy. That's cool. We have two cousins. And yeah, you mentioned walk up the stairs, but when you reach the top, you're at the bottom. Yeah, very non-Euclidean stuff. That's stuff that I'm interested in doing for a game that I might make. Non-Euclidean spaces work very well for Lovecraftian things. In fact, there's an album called Non-Euclidean Spaces that's all about Lovecraftian stuff. Okay, so what we need to do is dig these up. And there should still be floors under it, so it's all good. This place is going to be a little muddy now, but it's okay. Yeah, I think you may have seen the video that I'm explicitly referencing, though, with the engine. I may have sent it to you before, or you just saw it on your own. Oh! Wait a minute. We didn't have to disassemble the floor grate. We could just do that. Okay, there's a lot of limestone blocks there. So that's all open space now. So it better work. We do have water falling down. We have some mist down here. Oh yeah, we have a lot of water that came down. Awesome! I think we're good now. Autumn. I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry, buddy. I started watching it, but I haven't finished it. I actually still have it open. I'm bad about stuff like that. If I could get them to move these mechanisms, that would be good. Oh, we are in winter. Reminds me of that time I saw Insomnium and they played Winter's Gate in its entirety. Did you watch that video I sent you about the guy who made the game where you're like a superhero who's cleaning their house? Export of goblets and traction benches prohibited. Oh, you need something better. Decent study, decent quarters, needs great bedroom. Was it called Serial Cleaner? I don't know. It had a cool dust mechanic. Oh, if that's open space, then maybe they won't put them in the room. No, what am I kidding? They did in this one. Let's try it anyway. Let's actually deconstruct that lever. Just to maybe prioritize where they move stuff, hopefully, maybe. Construction, wall. Ushrir Stockadekri. It's you. You're 25 years old. So young. Are you not the one? Are you, I feel like you're the one I looked at earlier. Ah. Look at this. He's been drinking, right? He's a poet hanging out in the tavern. So his upper right back teeth has dwarven wine on them. So does his upper lip. Now apparently he's really messy because his right and left eyelids, as well as his left cheek and left ear, also have dwarven wine on them. You know, I feel bad for the last one I denied now, but whatever. I want to watch this, and if they start moving stuff inside, I'm going to say, no, you can't do that. You move stuff inside, didn't you? Or... Ah, stop it. Stop it, you doofus. Why would you do that? How do I get them to take the stuff from there and move them inside? Well, that's a tricky question indeed. Like, I can try putting a stockpile somewhere, and then it's just a matter of hoping they do it. I mean, I can straight up say... right here is now a mechanism stockpile. If I can find those. Where would they be? Trap components, maybe? No. Mechanisms. We have a mechanism stockpile. Anyone want to do some hauling? Kind of like the idea of recovering those. And we can make a... I'm just going to delete the stockpile once they move them. If they do. We'll make another one for blocks somewhere. Someone's hauling. What are you doing? Limestone. You know what? This is now a stockpile for blocks. We're gonna pause. We're gonna do bars and blocks. But I'm gonna change it to... only blocks. Check out my only blocks page for all the best Minecraft hentai. Now we have a bunch of blocks, so that might not actually work out very well. We'll see what happens. Might need to make a quantum stockpile. I'll have to look up how to do it. I like that review of like the Minecraft nude mod, or it's not even a nude mod, is it? It's like a bikini or something. It's like, this mod makes me have the sex. Or not a mod, it's a skin. Let's be clear, it's not a mod. It's just a skin for your player. Grizzly Bear Tripe Biscuits. Cool. They are taking the stuff I wanted them to. Very slowly, but they are. That's exciting, they did it. So as long as they're not a complete dumbass, if they construct the wall from the inside here, then we're good, right? Oh my god. Why would you do that? Yeah, how do you feel now, huh? How do you feel after that one? You locked yourself in, huh? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use doors. We're gonna use doors. Because we can just forbid the door and it'll block water and they'll never go through it. They should be really glad. Really, really glad that I was watching that. Otherwise, they would have been locked in there for quite a while. Now, why aren't you leaving? Oh, you have no job. You're literally gonna hang out in here now? What a nerd. Did you say nerd? No one seems to be doing much with the mechanisms. Alright, put that door in there. Now, all that is open space, we're gonna forbid that door. Never go in now. You're not allowed. We still have mechanisms no one wants to haul for whatever reason. If we have to, we'll just forbid this door once we get to the spring. Now, speaking of doors and stuff... furniture, chest. Right now, it's just a matter of getting these things in like every room we can. However, I just remembered we need to make our noble happy. Ugh. There's a bit of a meme within the community of a noble disposal. I forget what the phrasing people usually use is, but what they'll do, there are different ways to do it, but you can basically put a noble in a minecart and fling them into lava. You could do fun stuff like that, or magma, I should say, to be accurate. Because nobles really don't provide a lot of usefulness to the fort. And they just demand things and annoy you. So it's a thing in the community that you'll see people doing. Sarvesh Sazerlar. You, and then we'll go to... We'll go by name. Actually, no, I need to be in this menu, and then we can go to rooms. Okay, this is perfect. So we can go to decent study. Needs a throne room. What can I do to make it better? I could swap them. This is like a really, really... Oh, they're sharing it. Is that supposed to happen? I think it's fine. What makes it a throne room? That's my question. It's the value, but what does it need? Trying to think. There's this other menu, places, locations, zones. I don't think this will really tell us. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking this will work, so we're gonna swap them, as annoying that is. Zon, the Dungeon Master, and I can't see who that is. How did 2 get assigned here? Sazerlar. I think it's just because, yeah, they're lovers or whatever. That's what I was thinking, but... okay. Sazerlar, you're good now. I mean, I see no way that you're not good with that room. Yeah, royal throne room, and you need a throne room. Because we put that, like, $10,000, armor stand or whatever that we made. Needs a great bedroom. They're only decent quarters. Okay, so what can I do to make this better? It's already engraved and everything. We could put statues and stuff, but don't know how much that's going to do because our statues tend not to be that exciting. I think what that's really telling me is we should make more statues so they'll get better at it. Because I think that might be a separate skill that we're not using that much of. I might be wrong, though. Furniture. What would be good here? We could do display. I haven't made a display case, though. So let's head down here. Where do we make them? I can just go make an order, but I'd like to know. We need to get more gems. I keep forgetting to do that. While I'm working on... While I'm thinking about how to make this person happier, let me order a display case real quick. We'll make 2 of them. Let me see if I can find some gems. More. Nope. Just bituminous coal, which is always nice. What I kind of like doing is just digging out all the coal, or a particular ore. It makes for really nice patterns and stuff if you want to go for something a bit more organic. So if we just keep targeting only the coal, we'll end up with a nice little dig site here. And it'll be fun to build around at some point, perhaps. And that gets you away from the, let's just make everything an exact square, right? Gets you a little bit away from that mentality. That's just marble. Well, we've dug it. Nah, I'm going to cancel that one. Until I have a reason to dig there, I'm going to wait. It's diorite. Right in the corner, it looks like a gem or something. At first glance. Here we go. These will be worth something. As we see, we have even more of them showing up, which is good. Yeah, they immediately came to haul that. Wow. Good on them. I guess they're desperate to get those gems because we haven't really been keeping up with them. So at first we got a lot of them because we just dug them out everywhere, like massive dig sites. Okay, that was granite, but whatever. We did these massive dig sites and just, we got a lot of gems by default. Now we're not quite getting as many because we're not digging as much, we're building. But I keep using my gems in trading because they're easy sources of money. I'm not like putting them on objects or anything like you're supposed to. Microline, anything else way down here? I think those are pretty nice. Let's grab them. You'll notice I like to wait here and then dig out the entire vein if there's more. Play floors. Okay. You could stay for study. That's a little different. It's a little more unique than staying to entertain. We've got so many that are doing that already. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's go back up to the bedroom layer and there you are. I was like, I thought it was near. So she needs the display. Oh, you never made it. I didn't leave it on pause long enough. Unless they canceled. Do we need... Alright, this is the tough part. So many cancellations. Needs window. Yeah, okay. I'm not surprised. So we'll make... That scared me for a second. What am I hearing? Can we do that? I think we did get some glass, yeah. Music do be bumping though. Did they cancel? Needs pearl ash. We'll make that over here. We'll make potash or whatever. Where's it even at? That'll loom. Crystal. I'm gonna look up where to make that so I don't waste time here. Yes, it is, Jaeger. It actually does come from potash. Oh, in real world. Oops, I was looking at the wrong part of the page. Producing it can be created at a kiln or magma kiln. You need potash and fuel. One of the most labor-intensive products in the game to produce, requiring you to burn 1 unit of wood to ash, then convert the ash to potash just to acquire the input material used in its creation. So wood furnace we make 2 things of ash or so, and then we make 2 things of pearl ash. We'll make like 4. And then here we make pearl ash. And then we can maybe make glass. Glass windows, that is. And then we can make display cases and put some stuff in that lady's bedroom to make her happy with it, hopefully. I have no idea if it's gonna work. Alright, we got 1. No. Did someone take the ash? No. This is a ash. Oh, we need potash. Right. Duh. We need potash, not ash. And where do we make that? Is it here at the farmer's thing? No, that's still. An ashery. I don't think we actually made an ashery. So we're going to make one. And if we did, that's fine. We'll just delete it later. Oh, it needs a bucket. I forgot about that. I wish they would hurry up. What are you doing? Oh, you were getting something. They never took those mechanisms out of there. I might have to just forbid that door. Make potash from ash. And then we'll make pearl ash, and then we'll make the glass windows. And then we'll make display cases. Like Factorio all over again. Except I'm not automating this because I don't feel like it. I'm only doing this for a quick thing right now. Trying to make our noble happy, you know? And they need a better dining room, so whatever a great dining room is going to be, I'll probably just expand it. That'll be easy enough. We have the potash, we have coke, ain, bauxite blocks, or what it's made out of. Oh, that's taking a moment. Alright, we have pearl ash. Cool. Now make a... not a green glass, do clear glass. Window. And try a second one. We'll see if it works. You want to stay for study? Sure, you can do it, whatever. We're almost out of room anyway. Alright, someone's on the way to try making this window. Well, actually, they are making it. We are halfway through winter. So, just about another 2 months, and then we'll have our river, underground river, working. Underwater river, Subnautica, anyone? Maybe? Good stuff. Cool, they made a clear glass window. Now someone may end up taking it. Yep. Is it you? It's you. You're gonna be the one making the display case. I wouldn't feel comfortable getting all dressed up. There we go. Is that it? Walnut wood display case. He's gonna go put a goat back in the pasture. Like, hey, you got loose. You can't do that. Alrighty. So we're gonna go to Sarlazar or whatever. Sazerlar. I swear, I feel like I'm gonna accidentally say a slur half the time I'm reading their names. It's gonna be something. It's like, oops. So this is her room. And now we can actually put a display case in here. The other one's not ready yet. But maybe they'll put something cool in it, and it'll increase the value of the room enough. we have a thing for, like, artifacts? We have that mug. We have that, like, special mug we made, right? Limonite mug. Or we have this peachwood cup. I'll try the peachwood cup. Basically, put something good in here to increase the value of the room. If we're lucky, we'll be happy. So it's on display. It's worth 6,200. If that does not make her happy, good. She has a grand bedroom, and she only needs a grate. Now, her dining room is going to be a problem. I just thought about it. Zahn, you need this one. And Sazerlar, you need that one. So we swap. Do some scat swapping. Oh, I mean, what? I just learned about that video, like yesterday. Justin Wang put out a video about the scat swapping video from Something Awful. I think the video came out within the last few weeks or something. I don't think it came out like yesterday, but I watched the video yesterday morning when I was getting ready for work. So we're going to repaint all the way up to here. And your dining room is decent. It's going to be awesome just from engravings. I was telling somebody at work about this game today because they were talking about the Steam sale, and I was like, I didn't even notice, like, Dwarf Fortress came out. Well, again, I was like, I've been playing it since 2009, but Dwarf Fortress Steam came out. I was like, we don't need other games anymore. And he was talking about, he was thinking about buying it, and was one of the first things he said, though, is he doesn't like games that just kind of leave you to your own devices or whatever. I was like, yeah, it's probably not for you then. But I was telling him about it, and he was still interested because of the level of, like, the simulation and detail in the game. So he said he might still get it. But I was just saying, like, dude, it's super complex, and it is, like, you do what you want. You build a fortress. You do cool mega projects, and have fun. How's it looking now? Your dining room is good already. Awesome. Your tomb? Oh, you need more weapon racks and stuff. How awful. And another chest. 2 cabinets. Alright, I'll give you another cabinet. And another chest. You got a cabinet in your bedroom, and you got one here. Uh-oh. A mood. We're gonna wait till they claim something. Alright, so you need another weapon rack and armor stand. Wish I could zoom right over to you from that menu. Rooms. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, bedroom. Because I was going to put furniture. Weapon rack. And armor stand. Let's see what this miner claims. That's an interesting one. A miner claiming something. I don't think we've had that happen. Okay, so now all you need is the fine tomb. You need a mausoleum. So this one's not good enough for you anymore, is it? Well, what if I make it good enough? 2 there, so we'll do 1 here. 1 back there. It's kind of goofy, but it's symmetrical. It puts them as the centerpiece in here. We could start putting statues or something as we need. I don't know if this is going to be good enough. The value may not go up enough from just a few more tiles. But hey, we're going to try it. They have claimed a stoneworker's workshop. They haven't started making something, but that doesn't mean they're not just hauling. Hey, the cat came to help. Cool. Little kitten is so small. S-M-O-L, small. Still a fine tomb. Let's see how that increases, though. Oh, I never repainted it. That would help. Up, and it's a mausoleum already. Isn't that beautiful? LinkedIn is like, do you know this person whose name is in all caps? No. Okay, the person's still collecting things for their fey mood. There are a lot of things here. What in the hell is going on out here? Are you caught in the tree? All gold nuggets. You're totally... How'd you get in the tree? Alright, somebody build a ramp. What a dork. don't know if I did that right or not, but... No, I didn't. Cancel. 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 I think that's all we need. It's gonna go up. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try it. How in the world did they get in the tree? It's like they climbed up there, but then they couldn't get down. And they still can't. Has the aspect of one Fae. What are your climbing skills? Novice climber. I'd say novice is definitely correct. I don't want him to die. We'll try chopping the tree down. They're gonna fall like one block. They can probably survive that. This is gonna be so weird. What if it knocks them out of the mood? I don't think that's possible, but that would be crazy. You know what, Tusk? I think I do remember that Corgo emote now. Just looking at the name is triggering something in my brain. A worm in my fortress? Oh, there they are. They're still good. That's one way to get them out of a tree. Now, I want to know how that happened. You are hauling exceptionally slowly. You know what we need to do? With the utmost haste, chop that up. I don't care if it was partially engraved. We have an obvious problem getting through that hallway. We saw it happen the other day. Even a two-way there will be much better. Too wide. She was blissful after sleeping in a bedroom like a personal palace. What does your room say? A great bedroom? See, that's what I was saying. It'll help people's moods if we get those bedrooms. So you are getting what now? What did you claim the first time? Gold nuggets, which I don't think I really knew that we had. Some limonite. You are a miner, and you took over the stoneworker shop, so hopefully if it's mostly just stone, it'll be okay. But they might also want like bones and crap, and that can be a little more difficult. Always deal fairly, they say. Yeah, and I can't help but notice we have no mechanisms. It's not... it's custom, it's not... I don't think that's correct. Screw it, let's put all. Whatever people put there, they put there, and then we'll change it around later. We'll delete it. Just clutter up our floors for a bit. If I get really lucky, they'll go for them. I think it'd just be nice to get those out of there. Let's see. Mechanism stockpile, Dwarf Fortress. Back in 2010, people talking about it. Mechanisms are in the furniture stockpile menu. You can even have this. You can even separate the stockpiles based on material. So you can have magma safe ones in one pile and normal in the other. Yeah, no one just wants to populate that stockpile. So I was actually correct. Now they're just throwing all the crap in there, which we should have expected. Mechanisms. So mechanisms of all types, I think that was my issue. Oof. Mistakes were made, yeah. Let's repaint and add some extra bits. It's just to try to get those taken care of before we seal that place off. Whatever happened to... That's still claimed. There we go. Alright, note to self. Next time you gotta specify the materials. Oh yeah, we got mechanisms. We got mechanisms. And there's only one more left in here. So if you take that, beautiful. We can forbid this door now. No one's allowed to go in there anymore. We did unlink these, right? Yeah. We can tear down these levers and stuff, maybe. These should also be crap. They're still linked because... Okay. We'll unforbid that. We'll destroy these levers. What am I looking at there? Make steel bar. Oh, right. Limestone does have some good uses. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll unlink these because we actually don't need to use them. Where did I put the blocks earlier? I put them somewhere goofy. Oh, it was by the tavern. Oh, that's actually not bad. Y'all did a good job with that. I'm impressed. You're still grabbing stuff, huh? Your mood's gonna expire before you get everything. It lasts quite a while, as we've seen, and I don't really know what the timeout is on it. But I assume it's like idle time where they're not getting things plays a factor as well. You have dreams? Tell me a story. Oh my god, you're still hauling things. So dwarves live to be, I think, like about 150 or so. So this one here is 65 years old, so only about half their age. Their average age of expiration. We're full on mechanisms there, so I don't know what happened. We'll go check on that spot in a minute. I'm gonna keep watching this. Ah, we did take bones. Called it. Mentioned those earlier. This better be a cool artifact. You're gonna be a really good stoneworker all of a sudden, aren't you? Because your strange mood is fine. It's possession does not get you a skill bonus, but all the other ones do. They get like a really good skill bonus. Jeez, really? So we got some logs there, but they're still not done. So we can't trade that with elves. It's not like I would want to. Elves have threatened us once, but we should not worry about them attacking, I don't think, based on the settings. Are you serious? Zum Teufel. Auf Deutsch. One of the most intense moods I've seen. Oh, look at that. She got bumped outside there. So I've been noticing that too. Our stairwell's a problem. Even a two-layer, a two-stair thing is not perfect. Oh, good. You began construction. I was like, you better not just be timed out now. You mandated the construction of certain goods. What is it? What kind of goofy stuff? Traction benches. Okay, so I got a plan. We're gonna say, magnetite. Smelt magnetite ore. Do that as long as there are... Refined coal might be what I was looking for, instead of coke. We'll say magnetite has to be greater than 10, and iron bars has to be, less than... No, we're gonna say less than 20. So then magnetite has to be greater than, we're gonna say at least 20. And we're gonna say smelt 1. Smelt magnetite ore. And then we're gonna say 5. And you know the drill by now, right? Amount of iron bars is less than 5. And the magnetite is at least 5. Did I do the coal on this one? I did not. So we can get some magnetite going. And then... we have cloth rope, but we're not really making them. Because cloth is an issue, so iron chain. And I'm going to say 1. I'm not going to make anything special on this one. We're just going to say amount of iron chains is less than 5. The amount of iron bars is at least 1. And if we start running out of fuel, we will get cancellation spams on it. The well is dry. That'll be resolved soon. We can make that an automatically resolving problem, though. Or not problem, we can make that something that resolves on its own. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's click up here. Let's go down a couple layers, and... there are no mechanisms in there. We will forbid that. And we are good for the river to thaw out. Finally, I'm ready to see this underground... did it again. I'm ready to see this underground river in action. Let's remove that stockpile. Just have mechanisms all over the place. But we got everything out of that damn place. That's what I was hoping for. Watch dodging demonstration. Spar, combat drill. Lead dodging demonstration. I taught dodging. I'm very satisfied. Check your combat skills here. Legendary Marks Dwarf. Yeah, we know you. You've been hunting for a minute. Legendary Archer. Great Dodger. Dabbling Hammer Dwarf. What is the Hammer Dwarf? Is he a torturer or something? I don't mean in the context of that right there. I mean, oh, Hammerer, this here. What is the Hammerer in this menu? That one's interesting to me. Whatever happened to traction benches? Yeah, I don't have any here, so we're gonna do traction bench times 3. I didn't think they would be repeating, but I wanted to make sure. That's why I actually went and did those chains a minute ago. Because I think they work. I hope they do, otherwise we'll just be making a lot of iron chains. Might be able to smelt hematite as well, can we? Yeah, we can smelt hematite as another option. I think native platinum might be good for weapons or something. I don't know. Steel is the best common thing we can use for weapons. That's what I understand. So everyone should ideally be using steel. Here we go. Degel Sakrithiteb Miner has created Adalmogsham, a native gold door. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Doran Utterswords. An heirloom. So, okay. I want to look at it. You made a door. I was going to say we could put that on one of like our royalty or something, but you've claimed it. It's a native gold door. Oh my god, it's worth 18,000. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular native gold cabacons, decorated with peach wood and encircled with bands of alpaca wool and walnut wood. This object menaces with spikes of grizzly bear leather. On the item is an image of a six-sided prism in limonite. On the item is an image of a bug bat in sheep wool. On the item is an image of Locom Belted Mirror, the dwarf, in echidna bone. On the item is an image of a octahedral octahedron in hazel wood. Cool, that's an expensive door, alright. I mean, I guess I could put it on her bedroom. She feels satisfied after creating an artifact and upon improving mining. So we look at her skills. Legendary miner. Other skills... That did not make her better at stonecrafting. It made her better at mining somehow. I'm okay with that. It's good to have people that know what they're doing. So let's take a look at your room. Let's rip that door out. And we're gonna put a new one in. We're gonna, I mean, you made it, you can use it, you claimed it as an heirloom. So we're going to do doors, select material. Adalmogsham. Yeah, just his native gold door, but what I'm curious about is how much better the bedroom will be. Oh, we got a masterpiece chain, however that works. Anyone want to make this door? Or are they taking ages to haul it, maybe? Or is it even not moving yet? It's moving. That might be... No? Anyone want to put this door? You? Ah, yes. You are hauling Adil Mogsham, and then they drop it and it, like, cracks or something. I don't know. It's gold. Gold is, like, weak. Isn't gold very malleable, very soft? It's my understanding that gold is kind of a shitty metal in a lot of ways. I think it's a decent conductor, but in a lot of ways it's a very shitty metal. And that may be part of why it gained value, because it didn't have a lot of other uses in older societies. It didn't have a lot of practical uses for weapons or anything. And I think it was also rarity, but I think it may also be related to the idea that it's just kind of not great for some things. And there we are. You got your fancy door. Alright, don't lose your bedroom. Don't lose track of which one is yours. Otherwise that was for nothing, right? Use closest material. Bop, 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 bop. We're missing a wall. Must have dug out some of the gems earlier. Failed to replace the wall. Furniture, chest. Let's go. Let's prioritize all the ones with actual doors. There we go. Actually, that one didn't have a door, but whatever. It's close enough. We shall build a wall of, what is this? Limestone. Once they build that wall, we shall detail it. Once that's done, we'll make new bedrooms here. It'll be a few new rooms. We put a few doors in. It'll help. It'll help keep people a little bit happier over time, but I'm doing terrible. I'm doing terrible at this. Alright, someone is hauling... You're hauling the door, that second one. Yeah, you're the one on the door. I can tell because you're slower. Blocks actually haul really fast. One thing I learned is that blocks... they weigh less than like stones, so very useful to use blocks when you can. Well, I was a little more like, okay, let's just make a bunch of blocks now. Do a masterpiece engraving. Do it. Did you give up? Oh, you're the mayor. You're conducting a meeting. She was interested near her own fine door. What is this child doing? People can be so angry and I just don't understand it. Yep, that's a child. He's uneasy dwelling upon being uncovered, and mulling over the recurring memory changed his personal tendencies. Oh no. I was gonna say he's naked. I was gonna make the comment, but the game just did it for me. He tends to consider what others think of him after being uncovered in 104. He's currently more shameless and more fearless. He's currently more rude and more confident. He's currently less private. He's currently more thoughtless. He laughs in a unique way when nervous. Values. He personally would just as soon have nature and the great outdoors burned to ashes and converted into a great mining pit. As strengthening after being caught in a snowstorm in 103. Strongly believes that a peaceful and ordered society without dissent is best, respects the law, values loyalty, and finds leisure time wasteful. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. I need to... Okay. I am going to get clothing set up Maybe not today, but I am going to get clothing set up because I am tired of that. What we need to do is we need to make more farms for pigtail. We need to do like mass pigtail farming and really set up the proper industry for that. And I saw Blind put out a video on like pigtail clothing industry or whatever. It's like 6 minutes, quick tutorial. I'm gonna watch that to just verify that I know everything I need to know. But that's gonna be my big goal for next time, is getting clothing set up properly so that we can stop having people run around naked. It's changing their personalities. This is problematic, right? Also, I keep thinking today's Friday. I'm kind of sad now. So we have 140 beds in use, and it just made 19 new bedrooms. So we have 159 in here. And that's 30 extras that are not accounted for. However, we do have some dwarves on the top, on the first like floor of the fort. We have some dwarves that have bedrooms there. So it's actually a little bit skewed. So yeah, 159 here. And then there's 20 extra beds. So that's 179. They can use the beds. They won't be bedrooms assigned to dwarves, but they can use those beds. So that's acceptable. We are in late winter and we're about a day from switching over. We made an iron wheelbarrow. Could make them out of wood, but now we're making them out of iron. Which makes me think it's a good time to go dig up some magnetite, yes? That'll give us something to do for a minute. I do like having lots of miners. It's cool. As in people who mine ore and stuff out of the ground. Don't come after me, algorithm. But it is nice when you queue up mining designations and a bunch of people just swarm it really quickly and do the job. It's like doing slight animations and stuff while it's saving. Interesting. So local time right now is 20:02. Nice symmetry there. Palindromic. I don't know if that's a real word or not, but a palindrome, of course, is like a word or a sentence or phrase. It can be like whatever. That is the same forwards and backwards. Race car is one. Race car is the same forwards and backwards. Mom. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. That's a palindrome. So 20:02 is a palindrome. No! Oh no, water beefaloes. Can you make beefaloes in this game? Never thought about that. Where did they die? They died up here. Oh, did they overgraze? Son of a nipple. That's about the best I can offer. I think they overgrazed. Afraid after experiencing trauma. No! I hate it. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's just a rock. I was like, wait, we got capybara? I thought I saw one. Just trust me, okay? So what is a beefalo? It's a buffalo and a cow? It's a real thing. Wonder if you can make that in this game. or if they already exist. Gave me that, was it wax opal? Interesting. So this is what I talked about earlier. I like doing is we're going after magnetite. We'll take the gems, of course, but we're just going to dig up all the magnetite we see here. And it's going to, you know, make something kind of organic. And then if we decide to do something here later, this is like a starting dig already. And I don't have to make the organic pattern, which is cool. We got a couple angry boys. So we're hitting that limonite now. Just shifting where we can really mine. Lots of limestone there, perfect. You are really slow, so you're like my new one, I think, that took over after the other one froze. Alright, almost done. Well, maybe, we'll see. We might hit a really cool node of something. Vein, not node. I mean, we might find a bunch of cool gems or native platinum, I don't know, it could be anything. Lignite. You know what I want to say? What was that? Hematite. No, we're not using it yet. No, let's stop. But we are using... No, that's not magnetite. I don't know, that's probably good. We just got a bunch of it. That's a lot of magnetite we can smelt. Is everyone happy? You want traction? But wait, what? Didn't we already make 3? What is up with this lady? Bone Doctor. Now let's go up here. And I'm thinking about doing something. I'll try not to hurt myself by thinking too hard. We do have slabs. I would like to engrave, entombed and memorialized. No slab engraved. Alright, if we can get those engravings, I'll memorialize some people in here. So if I go and place down a slab, select material, they already do both, or did I have them repeat? Because I thought I told them the other day to do the one to Iseth. No, there it is, okay. Okay. Iseth is the Etten we killed, by the way. So I know it's not like a normal person we would want to memorialize, but I want to see what they say. Seems cool. Oh, I see that. For gems, you know it. An elven caravan has arrived. Hopefully they don't be dicks. I said they were going to overlook things before. I'm going to save just in case they decide to be dicks. I mean, we shouldn't, but they did complain. Anyone wanna put that slab down? We're getting up to the end of spring, which means our river is going to activate. Yeah, they can't clean themselves or anything because of the well. We do need to make that better. I will work on it soon. With an underground river, we don't have to worry as much about it, though. If it works the way I hope it does. Who wants to put this slab down? Is it you? Nope. Is it you? You're moving slow. All granite move. Yeah. Granite is heavy. Balls heavy. Mine out this coal. A little bit of magnetite. Alright, the memorial to Iseth. This is a granite memorial to oh my god. I'm not stuttering as much as it sounds, but it's me realizing that all the words sound the same. So I was gonna say, Iseth. Oh, it's Isusith, but I said Iseth. You see what I'm trying to say now? There's so many of the same syllables here. That I was like, I'm not actually stuttering as much as it sounds like. It's just all the words sound the same, and it's weird. This is a granite memorial to Usei Isusith. The slab reads in memory of Usei Isusith. Went missing in the year 102. Slayer of the goblin Zolak Tick Dimples. Went missing? I'm pretty sure our wrestler stabbed it in the heart with a spear. Okay. Missing my ass. Furniture. Slab. Select material. That might be our new one. No others are ready. Okay. River is almost ready to go. River almost thawed. I will see what happens. I'm excited. Should happen right around the start of the next month, so in about 10 days or so. And yeah, I was mentioning earlier, I think I got sidetracked with the palindrome stuff, but it was 2002. It is now 2015. Time is ticking. It's been about 3 hours and 10 minutes since starting the stream. Ergo, I will not be going too much longer. I have sand and anvils. That food is okay, but I think we'll be all right on that. I might just ignore them. I don't feel like it. I'm not... Sand is good, but I'm not seeing anything that's really drawing my attention right now. Oh wait, diplomacy menu. Oh, the Countess Sarvesh Sazerlar of Ironclears meets with the elf diplomat Kena Lorathalu. Greetings from the woodlands. We have much to discuss. We elves are partial in particular to the trees in the forests surrounding your lands. Although we are loath to spare a single branch to your senseless slaughter, we are willing to ask that you cap your tree fells at 25 until we next meet. I will try to return next year as I am able. We can grant this request. Let's discuss the specifics, though. We can part with at most 66 trees, Butcher. We can abide by this. Let us work toward mutual coexistence. There is much to share. Information added to civilizations and world info. See, now things are getting interesting because we're actually doing things, working with the elves a little bit more. Like, it's getting more interesting now. So we go to news and rumors, and we can follow what happened here. The Elven Forest Retreat. In the late summer of 105, the army of Estrer Sculptates marched on Divefell. So this is Divefell, and Devil Merges. Yeah, it looks like it came from Devil Merges, which is the Goblin Pits. So that's not fun. Here we have a Goblin Fortress of Wicked Gurgle, and they marched on the Elven Forest Retreat of Hoary Sports. Population less than 10. I think they might have basically died. In the early summer of 105, refugees calling themselves the Silken Hooves fled from the area just before an army of the Lamented Spider, led by the goblin Snostrosp dive soldiers, descended on Hoary Sports. In the midsummer of 105, refugees calling themselves the Cobra of Myth fled from the area just before an army. In the late winter of 105, the army of Naguslu Dumaran marched on Hoary Sports. That place might not survive much longer. So here's a thing to know about Dwarf Fortress. This game is a simulation before it is a game, and that's important. That's not okay with everyone, but that is what makes it so fascinating. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because when you start a world, there may not be any elves. There may not be any humans or goblins, or there may be almost no dwarves even. I've had worlds that I've generated with very long histories, and then at the end of it, there's like 100 dwarves, but there's like 10,000 goblins or something. It's like, oh, okay. These are things that happen because it's a simulation. Wars and everything happens. The game does not care about being balanced. It does not say, well, we need to make sure that there's approximately the same amount or some proportion. Maybe they want every game to start with X amount of a percentage of goblins compared to dwarves or whatever. No, there's none of that, right? And that's part of what makes it so special. So I just want to, you know, mention that so we can kind of think about it for a moment. And how all these things that are going on, this place is probably going to be wiped out. There's like no one left there. So here we have an army marching on Sect Glaze, and that's an elven fortress, which doesn't really have that much going on there. These were dwarves that marched on them. Here, a dwarven fortress was attacked by the army of Queka, Forest Zenith. And who is that? Where are they coming from? They're coming from here. It's an elven one. Okay. And we have a lot of stuff going on here from this elven place. In mid-autumn of 105. Actually, no, we'd start with the spring. Oh, it's all out of order in a weird way. So we'll start in the second one. In the early autumn of 104, refugees fled before an army of the unbridled hell led by the goblin Urith Benstars descended upon Lyrisurge. In the early spring of 105, refugees fled before that same thing. Except it was led by a different person now. It was led by the dwarf Mato Stricken Hatred. And then in the midsummer of 105, Mato Stricken Hatred again. And then in the mid-autumn of 105, refugees fled just before an army of the Sinful Poison, led by the goblin Defini Purefur, descended upon there. And finally, in the early spring of 106, the army of Snang Least Horror marched on there. So they're getting just wrecked. This place here, Beard Call, they've been attacked a couple of times. Scaly Forest. Ew. In the early winter of 105, the army of Nagoso Wicked Maggot marched on Scaly Forest. Ew. Yeah, so that's fun stuff there. Now, we can actually like attack them and stuff too. That's the cool thing. So there's an elven thing there, there's dark goblin pits. We can actually send out squads to attack them. I'm not quite ready to do that, but it's something we can do. So they don't want us to chop down a lot of trees, so we'll probably kind of respect them a little bit, just so they don't get too mad. Thawing still. The only reason I'm doing that is, even though I didn't spend a lot of in-game time, we got our news and diplomacy and stuff, and I just want to make sure that gets saved. I don't know, some people they'd call it save scumming, I don't know what you'd call it, but that's kind of how I am about saves. If something unique happens, I'd rather get that saved, because I don't like, if I load back, then it's different. That corpse is sure just laying there, huh? Rotten. Wine all over it. Everyone's just looking at the dead body. Oh, gained a sibling. We're on the 20th of Granite, 21st, right around the 1st of the next month. This should thaw fairly quickly. We should be in for a good time. I hope. We saw water make it all the way to the bottom, so we know it's doable. We know it's possible. Now it's all dried up, but the mud there tells us that there's been water down here. Mud is created when water gets on surfaces, so what you can actually do is use that to create mud to farm on, basically anywhere. Now, if I have done this right, it's not actually going to go away from the open spaces. It's only going to be on those open spaces. And we could actually walk around the big falling water. I don't know if it'll spread outside of those open spaces or not. If it doesn't, it's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with that knowledge, but it's still kind of cool. One last check. Down here. We put floor here. We sealed this off so no one can get back there and hopefully not drown. I might need to make a little bridge over... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So we do constructions and we do floor. Select material. We will do this with, I don't really like the bituminous coal blocks. I don't know why they made that. I don't know if we can still use those to make coke. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. I need to read up a little more on blocks. And limestone you make steel with. You can. It's one of the ways you can make it. You know, I just realized we still never got all that stuff. Oh well. It's down there. Other people would forbid the items. I'm not necessarily going to be that smart. Besides, I think I said it before, but that leads to more fun. I do hope these guys get out of here, though. Oh, now people are gonna come take the gems, because they always do. Coming up on the month changeover. We could lose someone here. Dead serious, we could lose someone here. Militia commander, you're going to do it? Alright, let's just come up here and take a look at the water. We have some water there, but that might have stayed thawed the whole time. I think it did. Ooh, there's another thing I was hoping to do. Down at the southern wall of my fort, there's a piece where the water's all jank. Alright, I think they've probably hauled the gems now. We're probably fine. I just wanted to get up here when it thaws. Kind of follow it down. Careful, kitty. And have a bad time. A random sock. We have a couple open spaces there, I see. Floor. Select material after placement. a lot of iron bars. I didn't know we had that many. Do they make more than one per craft? I don't know. Alright. Some migrants have arrived. Terrible timing. Two things happening at once now. Siege operator, herbalist, mason. Oh, you're actually right here. It's not so bad at all. A bunny. Hope y'all don't get hurt by the water. A metal crafter. Animal dissector. Give me a necromancer dwarf. That would be sick. A milker. Paper maker. Okay, hasn't quite thawed yet. That was it. Puts us at 196. Oh, I was actually about to start a 5-second countdown. Alright. It's already filling up. We have mist in here. Bit of ice. Oh, we got bones coming in here. Oh, that's the dude's skeleton from earlier. Huh. I guess I didn't realize they just left it here. I thought they buried him. Oops. So we do have mist all through here, which actually makes dwarves happy. And all the way at the bottom we've already hit. If we look here, we'll see it start filling up. And if it's done right, it should never get onto this ledge here. This is now a safe walkway. What we're gonna see here is we got all 7s there. And that's just gonna keep filling up and flowing down this way. And it's gonna roll right off the map because of the way I set it up. I might have him go get that skeleton if that freezes over in the winter. Or if it, like, drains. I might try to have him get that stuff. I put a coffin and I assumed they were going to assign it to that dude. So still we do have a valid... Ah, this is so good. We do have a valid walkway here. It's still safe. Notice all these rocks are getting pushed around a bit. Not entirely, but quite a bit. I thought they were. Look at this one here, see if it moves. Orthoclase and mica. Alright, I do see this thing, yeah. This piece here, yeah, they're moving all over the place. Cool. That is just straight up the current pushing them around. And that's why water is dangerous. It can do that to dwarves. It can do that to other things as well. You can make a water trap to kill people. You can have a hallway that you make look like an entrance to your fort. And then, let's just say you can have a lever somewhere with a bunch of pressurized water behind it, have it rush into the hallway, and things won't have a good time. And you might also have it seal off your fort at the same time, so one, you don't flood your fort, and two, anything that might have somehow got past it doesn't get in. There's a little walkway that I made, of course, so we can safely cross. So this thing is full up. 7s all the way. That's as deep as it gets, right? So this thing is a deep little river down here, but it is moving, it is flowing, and that's what we want to see. And what I really want to see is what happens once it gets to the edge, because it's going to flow off of the map, unless I broke it somehow. That would be a very, very bad moment. This is flowing a little bit slower than I expected it would. So what I'm curious about is what this looks like up here. We have a noticeable, like, we do. That's pretty cool, but doesn't make our moat as valid. There's still ice though. It still hasn't completely thawed, so maybe it'll look better once it's thawed more. Maybe that other side will be filled out better. A ban on slabs. Nope. Goblets and traction benches. Cool. You know what I should have them do? I was thinking about this a few minutes ago and I forgot. Make craft. Make rock crafts. See, what I'm curious about blocks is, can they use blocks to make crafts? If so, then... And if they can use blocks of even like bituminous coal to make coke, and if blocks still allow all the same functionality, then they're just all around better. That's what I'm not sure about. Make 50 crafts. Whatever they are, just do it. We need stuff to sell. I do like seeing the water from a Z level above like this. Pretty cool. Nice and light over here as it's flowing. Or as it's draining down, rather. So it did spill over a little bit. That's floor, that's not the open space. It did spill over a little bit. And here we are going to the edge of the map. Smoothed out fortifications. The trick is that that will allow it to flow off the edge, but I may have put too many if it's going to be such a weak flow. We'll see. I was hoping to power stuff with this, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work. May need to spice this thing up a bit somehow. There we are. See, now those on the edges, they're turning into 2s, but then they're going back to 1s. And that's how we can see that it is actually draining as expected. I want to see what happens as the 7s keep approaching to the right. Also, Echidna's fighting, whatever. Cut gems, prepare easy meal, shear animal, make rock door. We do need to take a look at the bedrooms because we got a few new migrants in. And the 7s and stuff have basically caught up to the edge here, so this is what we're gonna get. This is our little lake thing. Or little river thing, for now. So there's a few options, there's a few things we can do. I know you need plant cloth, we'll figure it out. There's a few things we can do. We can use this to supply a well. And presumably this will be much better than what we had before. It's going to keep filling up, appropriately at least. Petitions. I remember you, Asso Roasted Taxed. I think I remember adding you a year ago. I know, I mean, it's been over a year since we started. I think. When was it that we started? Limestone Scepter. Masterpiece. Cool. I need to do something. Wait a minute. Oh, that's because there are other zones. Alright, let's find new animals. This is why I keep saying I need to do some work here on the... on slaughtering. I keep saying it and I'm not doing it, and we have way too many animals that we can ever use. Like, it's ridiculous. Look at this. This is not realistic. They're new. Okay. They came in with the migrants. I remember both of them. Oh no. Is it the bones or something? Afraid after experiencing trauma. They had like a bit of a mood thing above their head there. Felt love after gaining a sibling. I thought you do see siblings and stuff under relations for goats and all that, but we're not for some reason. Horse skeleton. Oh no. Is there a reason you guys aren't putting those things over here? Under refuse. Corpses. That might do it. I've been wondering why they don't put corpses over. Like, we have a corpse stockpile, but there's like 2 types of corpses and I don't know the difference. I don't know why it didn't seem to work. Maybe people fill it up. I don't know. I mean, there's a squirrel. You want to be a citizen? Sure. Alright, so we got a couple more things that are on my mind. One of them is the walls here. Oh, we did put these floors here. Never mind. We did fix this. This is the spot that I kept thinking was a problem. But no, we did fix this. So one of the things I want to do is the walls. I want to upgrade those. And ooh, that's gonna be a beefy task to go all the way around this thing. But I want to do that. Maybe even make them 2 floors. So then that raises some questions of, if I do bauxite, do we know where some is at? It's going to be higher up, isn't it? I mean, there's some there, but we can't really go through there. There might be some over this way. There's some gems. We have clay. Here's bauxite. Alright, y'all need to unforbid these things. There's a lot of bauxite though. Would like if we could take advantage of this. It's probably gonna be like most of this area. If I were guessing, I would say that's a pretty safe dig. We have more bauxite up here. It has a whole bunch of it. We're gonna need it. We're gonna make... the problem is it's magma safe, but I already made my bridge. I mean, I could remake the bridge. I could always just remake the bridge, I guess. A bunch of limestone too. Galena. What's your problem? Is there something to be happy about? Oh no. Curious about our thing over here. How many writings do we have? 57 written objects. That's cool. It all begins with negativity. This is a well-crafted pigtail scroll. It's made from pigtail cloth. The rollers are made from pitch blend. The rollers are made from limestone. Written on the item is a manual entitled It All Begins with Negativity, authored by Nomal Sakzoltangak. It concerns notation for negative quantities. The writing overflows with sadness. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Time spent with hardness. Oh my goodness. It is a manual entitled Time Spent with Hardness, authored by Fath Gidthurdoren. It concerns a method of classify the hardness of materials by scratching them against each other. Has a hint of viciousness to it. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Future of the Center. Unusual reproduction. Concerns the reproductive behavior of creatures. The future of the center concerns the theory that the sun moves around the world. The writing is stunningly self-indulgent. Nothing made it down here yet. This is a good time to put some doors and stuff in. Furniture, chest. Yoink, 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 and a yoink. All up in here. Furniture, bed. Still need a few more. Still need a few more rooms after this. It's important we also have an inn. Not the best place for people to sleep, but we do have an inn with a few extra beds. I think that's all of them. We got beds everywhere, we just need to get everything sorted out. Take another look. So 159, that gets us up to 170 of our total 196 in this one area. I want to retire the rooms upstairs, that's for sure. Oh, they've grown attached. Human axemen. Are you a member of our fortress? Like a real one? But either way, you've grown attached to a bronze great axe. Wait, was that him? I thought I saw him for a moment. There he is. Yeah, he's a real member of our fortress. Cool. Oh, he's separated from his wife. Why'd you petition to live here? You're gonna feel bad? Like, why did you do that? You know, I like my wife, but I'm gonna go live with some dwarves. Okay, dude, we can't deal with these dogs. Come on. We need... Okay, there is one thing we can do. We can do something called the Doberman bomb. Basically, you squeeze them all into a cage, and then you put them on like a pressure plate or something as a trap for goblins and stuff, and when they raid, they step on it, and then a shit ton of angry dogs pop out and start fighting. Very cruel. I'm not gonna do it. If anything, we will simply slaughter some of them, butcher them, and we can at least do something with them. I'm gonna hate it. Just so you know, I'm gonna hate it. Butcher an animal. But we don't have anything to butcher. So we have to go into, Creatures thing here, and we basically have to mark things for butcher. We have to say, like, this thing's okay to butcher, that thing's okay to butcher. I don't know what the gelded means. Is that neutering or something? Gelded animal. Gelder allows the caster. Oh, it totally is. Ah, I never knew that. Looks like Blind put out a video on animal husbandry a few hours ago, and holy shit, it's been almost another hour since I was like, ooh, it's 20:02, it's 20:51 now. Alright, I need to stop. I'll look at some of those extra tutorials, get a better idea of how I'm going to handle some of these emerging situations. But I think we're doing okay. We'll break into the caves one day. Hopefully. I would be tempted to, you know, like dig something out over here. And we can even farm down here. What we could do is, just to describe the process a little bit, we could go over here, for instance, and we could dig out a little opening into a room, and we could use a screw pump to flood that room with water. And then everywhere the water is at will create that dusting of mud or whatever, and you can actually use that to plant. So that's one way you can make farms down here without going all the way to the cavern layer. Now the next thing is, where is our shitty well? Well, actually, just where does the river go? This is like right here in the center. So what I could do is kind of look at where this is at. It doesn't intersect with anything. So we could make a well from that. And we'd have to like hollow things out way down there to make room for the well. But then it's going to be refilling itself very efficiently, which we don't currently get with our current well. Current. Say it again, current. No, we don't currently get that with our well. People are having to manually fill that, and in the winter it's running dry because we have too many dwarves. So it would be pretty cool to see that happen. This is still gonna bother me like forever. So what I might redo this well as well. I might redo it once it's dry. Oh yeah, so we get to see how this thing flows in the summer. Not great. Let's try one extra thing real quick. Let's do... Let's do this channel. Could be a terrible idea, but we're gonna do a quick channel here. And then maybe that gets more water in from the brook. We're gonna open it up here, it's gonna flood in, and then we're gonna open it up here, it's gonna flood back. Music's so good. Oh, we already broke. Son of a nipple. Alright, just dig all those out. So the brook is going to have more water, so we can actually see how the flow is going here. It's going to push these 7s inward. I was thinking about popping this thing. What are you doing? Oh, it's just mist. They're... Oh, but they're stuck. Pass. You're thirsty. Well, get out of there. What the hell are you guys doing in there? You know, it's pretty safe. Now, there should be no way they get in here, but they can fall in here, so we'll leave the door. And they're gonna haul and stuff. That's fine, I guess. If we look at this guy, he's probably happy since he just got misted. He's relieved being near to a waterfall, indeed. He doesn't feel anything after seeing Duchum Raintown's dead body. We never did read the engraving about that. Let's check it out. This is an exceptional limestone memorial to Duchum Ikudamost. The slab reads in memory of Duchum Ikudamost, born 17, encased in ice in the year 105. Loving mother, at one with Rutil. Ooh, that's no good, is it? I'm glad I saw that because they were gonna die. Alright, and another one went in there. We had to stop them from doing that. As long as it's safe, I don't really care, but we kind of need to stop them from going in here. But I think what's happening is they're coming in here from above because it's now shallow and they're thinking, ah, that's fine. Yeah, it kind of broke the moat a little bit, unfortunately. Well, died in here. Oof. Not surprised, we had people continuously trying to swim in here. Now, why are you swimming in here? Sad at somebody's death? Yeah, no shit. Well, it broke the moat somewhat, but it gave us this waterfall thing. all the way down to elevation 20. Alright, and now I stalled another 10 minutes because that's just what I do. Alright, that's it. Save and return to title, this timeline. Alrighty. Thank you to anyone who showed up today, whether you're lurking, chatting, masturbating, whatever you like to do while you watch the stream. I appreciate it. We finally got that river done. It took a bit longer than expected, a couple more rounds of winter than I intended, but we got it. Like, it was easy to dig out, but I made a mistake, obviously, with the way the grates worked by putting the floors under them. So yeah, and it only cost us 1 dwarf so far to get it built. Hopefully it works well for power. That's something that we can check out later. I haven't done too much with power and mechanisms and all that, but it'll be a lot of fun. One of the things I was thinking, like I already mentioned, was building a well out of it. The idea is we could screw pump, we could automate a screw pump. Basically, screw pumps normally work manually with dwarves, but if we can power it, we can automate a screw pump to fill up a big old room with water or something. And then that will be the supply for a well. We can try to find a good spot to do it. But that'll be nice if we can make that happen. That way dwarves will have a better supply of water. It'll be a bit of a pain to get that dug out initially, but I think we can make it happen. So I'm excited to check that out. And I definitely want to try and get some plants working, some proper pigtail farming and stuff where we can do some clothes. We might have to start cooking some dogs or something. There's too many. And we can start neutering some of them as well, it looks like. I'll have to think about how I want to handle it. That's going to be a lot of work, and that'll be good for next time. But we just went for about 4 hours, so it's a good, respectable stream. I probably won't be back on this until Tuesday. As much as I would like to play this more, it's probably going to go down to a twice a week thing, because I have Caves of Cud that I was playing on Friday, Saturday night, and I didn't play it this last week because I was playing Dwarf Fortress. Didn't play it the week before because I wasn't feeling good. I want to get back to it. I was making some good progress there. We met the Barathromites, I think they're called. Don't ask me how I remember that. My memory is usually not great, but when I stream, I remember things almost better sometimes. Probably because I'm talking about them. So we'll be getting back to that tomorrow. I'll be playing my offline stuff. That'll help me figure out how I want to do some of these things as well. And then when I come back to the stream, I'll be like, I have new ideas. Yeah, good stuff. I will also be doing like a trap entrance or something. That way I can maybe turn enemies back on at some point and see how things go. It's going to be bad though. We've generated too much wealth. We have too much population that when I turn them on, the first assault is probably going to be very, very large. It's going to be brutal. So I'll have to think and maybe do a little research on what's really effective. I know atom smashers are really good, but I mean, you got to think about other options as well. Trap corridors get you only so far. Atom smashers get you only so far because you got to get things in the right place. So anyway, if you like Dwarf Fortress or other games, you can follow me here on Twitch. I would appreciate it. Leave the notifications on to know when I go live if you want. I would appreciate that. You can also head over to YouTube, or if you're already watching this on YouTube in the future, congrats on being in the future. Do all the fun YouTube stuff. I would appreciate it. Like, subscribe, notification bell, comment. You know how it works. I do read my comments. I appreciate them. I try to respond to them. All that is good stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter if you are so inclined. That is a good way to know when I go live because I do tweet every time I go live. So good stuff there. And you know, you can do the notification bell. All right, I was just taking a look at something real quick. We're good. All right, that is the end of that. So as I usually say, till next time, have a good day, have a good night, whatever it is, wherever you're at, take it easy.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel, I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job.